companies that only do the model will have to think about, how do you generate economics from open sourcing? We have our Quinn model is open source, but we also run our cloud business, and today we're monetizing because people are training and also developing running inference on their models on our infrastructure.
2月4日，蔡崇信在世界政府峰会上发表演讲，只做大模型的公司，开源后很难直接赚钱。但像阿里巴巴这样有云计算业务的就不同了，开源模型能吸引大家来用它的云服务训练和部署，这样钱就赚到了。
It remains to be seen. It's still a very big question how economically all the model companies are going to make it sort of sustainable with an open source approach.
Don't you think the issue is the economics? You're spending billions of dollars to build this model, and if you open source them, you're not really monetizing it in the way that you can potentially monetize it. So that's why most of the companies are focusing on closed source to try to generate as much profit from the model. And then they open source the older versions. We've seen that with Grok, for example. We've seen that with even Llama and other, let's say, models in the US, where the frontier ones are closed source until they're able to generate some revenue or at least some advantage, whether it's getting market share or otherwise. Do you think that is the main reason, or is there more of an ideological shift? And can China sustain making all these models open source, especially the frontier ones?
So I would make a distinction here between companies that that develop the frontier models plus a infrastructure business like cloud computing versus those companies that actually just only do the model. I think the companies that only do the model will have to think about, how do you generate economics from open sourcing. The companies that actually have a cloud infrastructure, for example, in the United States, you have Google that has a full stack of the model and the cloud infrastructure. They also have chips, can monetize in other ways from the usage of the open source model. Obviously, Gemini is not an open source, but if you look at China, look at the example of Alibaba. We have our Quinn model is open source, but we also run our cloud business, and today we're monetizing because people are training and also developing running inference on their models on our infrastructure, and thereby generating the economics. But I think it remains to be seen how in the future, how can you get, especially consumers, pay for a monthly subscription and generate economics there. That remains to be seen. That's the biggest challenge in the Chinese market.